Yo, what is up, guys? It's Mr. Coffee Brew here, and I've actually been wanting to say that for quite some time now. But what I got for you guys is the best beastly gameplay I've ever gotten. It's on Domination on Mirage. I'm using the LSAT LMG. I'm actually challenging myself to use these LMGs more often. I was actually trying to do the, what's it called, the LSW, but for some unfortunate reason, the gun itself has too much of a high rate of fire, but not enough damage to penetrate. Either that, or the damage is not spread far enough. So I pretty much I don't know. I'll maybe consider going back to it as at some point in the future, but right now I'm trying to upgrade each LMG to max level so that I can move on to the next LMG and maybe hopefully prestige it. And what I got from for score streaks is the care package, sentry gun, and the death machine. And what I find so special about this gameplay is the fact that it was such a close gameplay that we were pretty much losing. So I was thinking, no, I have to make this a beastly gameplay because of all the kills that I've got with the Death Machine, the LSAT, and people weren't even expecting me coming. So I had to make sure we win this, and we end up winning by 2 points. And that part we'll get to in a little bit because it's very interesting for you guys to see. But yeah, I've pretty much been challenging myself to use the LMGs, something that players don't really do very often. And these guys were getting very irritated, like, you know, I was being a noob and I was spraying all that stuff. But for me, it's a challenge for me. I don't care what they think. I don't really have my microphone in, so whatever this they, you know, say, it's not gonna really matter because I'm recording this in theater mode. So their hateful speech ain't gonna bother this commentary very much. So therefore, I can just talk in peace, and it's like me actually recording an actual gameplay, which is how smooth my connection is being right now. And surprisingly, I've actually connected my Xbox directly to an Ethernet cable, so I get that direct strong connection. But unfortunately my upload speed isn't quite up to par, but it's enough to give me this beastly gameplay footage for you guys, and I'm very excited because I ended up raping these guys so hard with the death machine that I couldn't even believe it myself. Like, I even got a freaking title or emblem for getting 5 kills in a row. And you know, I'm not trying to play too campy here. I'm not trying to just go for kills or anything. I'm trying to prove to my team that, you know, if we're gonna be losing 1 point, I gotta go out there and try my best and see what I can do. You know, just see. But there happens to be 1 point where oh yeah, this part right here, I end up manually controlling my sentry gun here, which I was wanting to call my AGR, which I was surprised to get. But now I'm using my death machine here, and I go on a murderous rampage right here. Like, these guys don't even see it coming. So yeah, I'm pretty much just, you know, not even camping here. I'm just, you know, You know, these guys are just getting mowed down like every step of the way, and I was like, oh yeah, this gameplay is gonna be so beast. But you know, it's not really that bad. It's only 44-7, probably my best gameplay I've actually provided for you guys. It's a step up from all those other commentaries that I've done, which I'm super excited to bring you guys this. And I guess the last commentary, I was very tired. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning when I was trying to do that, but I noticed that the voice itself, like for the commentary, was messed up, so I had to redo that. So pretty much that was that. So we got about roughly a minute and 40 seconds in the round, and as you can see, we're losing. I'm not really good at math right now, unfortunately, with these big numbers, but we're losing, not too far behind. But in the second round, that's where we start to pick up a little bit, and I just got sniped there. Damn, quick scoper. And on my class, I'm running lightweight and flak jacket, along with what's that perk called? Oh crap, I can't remember what my own freaking class was. But I do remember that the last part, I think, was either tactical mask and or extreme conditioning. So pretty much, you know, I'm just hogging around, you know, just carrying a death machine like there's no tomorrow. Like, oh, I'm a freaking boss, yo. Like, these guys are just getting mowed down every single step of the way. And my mind was blown at just how, sorry, I don't mean to go on about this. It was freaking awesome. But anyway, I run out of ammunition on my death machine, and I end up getting sniped behind the guy. So, you know, a few deaths from a big score streak ain't so bad. And I thought this care package here was going to be a fail, but luckily it rolled off the roof here, and I was able to get it. And it happened to be the AGR, which I had never used before. So, yeah, actually, even getting the care package is something I never even used before. I like getting my kill streaks directly, because I don't like people steal my care packages if it contains something very valuable, like such as the stealth bomber. Like, for example, I use Modern Warfare 2. I actually called a care package in, and I ended up getting an AC-130 and or a chopper gunner. And I was like, the moment I called in, someone was waiting for me to, you know, make a mistake, and of course I did it. They killed me, and they ended up claiming my AC-130. and it was like the saddest day of my life. So there's the end of the first round. We ended up going 77 and 91, so we're still a little bit behind. I'm thinking, you know what, we really got to boost this gameplay up. So as the next round starts, I'm not too sure how this is going to start here. Okay, here's the second round here. So I'm going to reclaim my score streaks again. Unfortunately, I'm not really using anything for my secondary. Actually, I find this combat knife really has good mobility and everything. Nothing that I recommend you guys do unless you're willing to go straight up knives and everything. Yes, I said straight up knives, but I'm not talking about the main guy that goes, you know, pure knives and all that stuff. I'm just how my playstyle is. So yeah, I'm just, you know, wandering around here waiting for my next score streak to pop up, or waiting for the next enemy, and just trying to, you know, make sure all the spawn points are captured so we actually get to win this game, which, as you can see, it's 81 to 95 now, so we're really catching up here. And I'll show you what I mean when it's a really tight gameplay at the very end where we just barely win, but it was the most awesome gameplay, and this guy just gets owned again. And so on and so forth. So somebody called it an orbital VSAT, which helps me greatly because, you know, usually with an LMG you don't want to be too rushy with it because it's very, like, well, the gun itself is very heavy, so you don't want to be, you know, mobilized with it. You kind of want to take your time, you know, because aiming down the sights, I don't have the quick draw on this thing yet, so I think on this I'm running the grip and the EOTech sight. And right here I got my first care package, which I don't really use because I'm a little bit hesitant when it comes to the enemy. You know, sometimes they appear right up in front of me, I don't even know it, and right here I'm running low on ammunition with only 13 clips left in my magazine. So I'm trying to find a peaceful place to, you know, reload so I don't get mollylocked from anywhere. So thankfully there was this bottom storage area which I never knew that this map featured, and there's my death machine. You know, I earned all my score streaks and everything. And yeah, so I pretty much just played safe, you know, just do what I can, trying to play it less campy. That's why I don't like playing with LMGs. You're supposed to be very supportive with LMGs, but for me, I don't like to camp, so I just pretty much like to, yeah, there's this guy right here. His sentry gun is about to go down, but you know, I just replaced that with another. I was actually surprised with these two guys, the way they charged in with that freaking Guardian. It scared the shit out of me, and that guy getting me was no surprise because I knew somehow I was going to die. But here I come again with the death machine. I'm going to mow these guys down again. Yeah, there goes another long range kill. And yeah, so I'm pretty much gonna, you know, help these guys capture a point because we're leading right now, 121 to 118. And so I'm gonna help this guy here capture A. And of course, I was seriously mowing people down at long range, like that guy right there. Unfortunately, this guy kind of got me, so I was a little bit off course there for a little bit, so I was a little bit distracted. Yeah, I come again. You know, there's nothing that's gonna stop me from carrying this huge termination ass machine around. So yeah, right around here is where I get them. Oh, and I noticed that my sentry gun has been doing a lot of work too, so I gotta give it some kind of credit that, you know, it's not only me and my death machine that are doing it. Like, my sentry gun has been, you know, supporting B and all that stuff. So big round of hands claps to sorry if I even said that wrong, I couldn't even put that together fast enough. Big round of applause to the sentry gun for keeping B safe. And no, that wasn't me jerking off, as most people think that would be the case, but this, oh yeah, that guy there sniped me. I wasn't too sure if I actually got that whole group or not. So yeah, pretty much I still have my my care package here to launch, and then kind of launch it right over here. I wasn't too sure if that was a dumb place to launch it. I'm pretty sure this was a Guardian that I pretty much got dropped in from the helicopter here. And yeah, let's see what this. Oh no, I was. Every time that happens, you know, I get close to it, then I end up controlling my sentry gun, which is totally not the case what I want to do. And here's another death machine. Sorry, no, that wasn't a Guardian, that was another death machine. Look at this. Just own it, you know, just defending our flag. Holy crap. Well, it wasn't really our flag at the time, but it soon will be. So again, they're leading just by 3 points, 4 points for that fact, but we get ahead in the lead, you know, not too long from now. And this guy here, you know, I'm just unleashing fury on him. He doesn't even know what's coming for him, so oh, I feel bad for that poor bastard. So that's pretty much it for my death machine. I only got like 9 clips, so I would pretty much leave it to be. So this is where I go to capture B, and this is where I think someone throws a Semtex and I get stuck with it. Yep, this is where I get stuck. But, you know, I captured B, so that's all that mattered. I knew I can come back again and do just as much more damage. Unfortunately, I wasn't really a leaderboard on, well, on top of the leaderboard. As for Domination, I don't really reckon, oh my god, what just happened here? Oh, that's just, oh, well, that was weird. I never knew my Xbox would actually go to sleep. That's awkward. So here's my Guardian now. This is my legit Guardian. And so it's not available, but look how close this win is. 170 to 168. Now that's what I loved most with this gameplay. But if you guys did enjoy, please leave me some feedback in the comment section below to see how well this gameplay went and how you guys found it. It's probably my best beastly gameplay, and as always, I'll catch you on my next video. Thank you for watching.